Hey everyone, I'm Janice and I'm here with the Decadent Desk Top Organizer. So the die set that you're gonna get is gonna be this. I'm just gonna show you this quickly, and then after I show you the sample, I'll change the camera so you can get a lot better view of what's on the die sheet and what's included. This is just a very basic sample that I made. Usually when I get the die sets and everything, I do a plain sample just so I can get the idea of what it looks like in person, and then I can figure out what colors that I want to do. So as you can see, I added 2 drawers on this. You don't have to add 2 if you don't want to. I just liked how proportionate it looked. And then they come out pretty easy. If you wanted to make it taller, you could. If you didn't want a drawer completely right here or either one, you just don't add it. Let me go ahead and change the camera so I can show you the rest of the die set. So this is the die set. The largest piece is going to be this one. We have the same design to match throughout the organizer. And then we have these little sentiment pieces. This one says a place for bits and bobs, glue, notes, pens, scissors, and just a note. So let me go ahead and get started on how many to cut of each piece. With our main piece, we're gonna need to cut 6 of these. This is one of the curved dividers. We're just gonna need 2. I'm gonna show the whole sheet for this one. So there's 2 of these curved pieces right here. The largest one, we're gonna need to cut 4 of them. This rectangle piece will need 4 as well. Another divider, we'll only need 2. Now for the drawers, inside the rectangle piece is a little rectangle right here. This will be the base of the drawer. Since we're gonna do 2 different drawers, cut 2 of these. If you want to cover the glue tabs, then cut 4 if you're gonna make 2 different drawers. These will be the side pieces for the drawers. Since I'm gonna do 2, you're gonna need 4 of this one and then 4 of this one. Now, as we go, it's easier to decorate before putting it all together, but you can totally do whatever works for you. So in this one, I actually already have pieces that I decorated that I'm just gonna slap onto the side once it's all put together. So we're just doing like the frame base and then the decorations after. So these are the 6 main pieces. We're gonna grab these first, and then we're going to score the lines. In this first step, we're gonna set 4 of them aside. And these 2, if you look very closely, you're gonna see notches on the sides and then one right in the middle. We're gonna need to be able to see that. So what we're gonna do is glue these back to back, and I'm gonna put these glue tabs opposite. So when I put them back to back, we'll see the notches on both sides. And that way, the glue tabs will be out of the way. Okay, so make sure you see the notches on both sides, and then we're going to glue them together like this, and make sure you don't put any glue onto any of the tabs. And I'm gonna move this glass mat so I can turn on my overhead light because it's actually a pretty cloudy day. Now, since we have these already glued, we're gonna grab our two curved side pieces and we're going to fold the lines as well. Okay. So on this, you'll see the two little notches. We're gonna need to be able to see that. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna put the tabs in opposite directions. Only one side you'll be able to see the notches, which is fine, just because this one you can't really put it backwards. But I'm gonna leave mine on the left side, but you can do either one. And we're just gonna glue the middle part and leave the glue tabs open. Now we're gonna attach our first piece. So right in the middle, you should see a notch. It's gonna be really hard, but it's gonna be right in the middle of the entire thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna line it up to go up and down, and we're gonna do it like this, and we're just gonna glue the back piece to the base. And we're gonna take the back and we're gonna line it up to match the same size. And I just realized I folded this a little bit too far. Okay. So we're gonna glue it to the back to match the front. So we should have something like this. Now go ahead and get your 4 rectangle pieces. And same thing, we're going to fold the tabs. There's 4 pieces. We're gonna glue them back to back on both, and we're gonna leave the glue tabs unglued. Now we're gonna turn this to the side. So on the middle section, you're gonna see an indentation right here and right here. Ignore the one that's on the back, that's for something else. We're gonna be following this right here and attaching our rectangle base with the glue tabs on the side. So I'm just gonna glue it to this side first before gluing it down to the back. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now that we have that, we can glue it to the back. And for this one, I'm just eyeballing to make sure I have the same amount of space between each, because we're not lining it up. We're going to ignore this little notch because it's going to be a little bit lower. I'm going to grab our extra back pieces. And then on 2 of these, we're going to cut off the tab. We have 2 of them cut. So we're going to use one of the ones that is cut, and we're going to glue these tabs together. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. This is actually how we're going to be gluing it on. Actually, I think it goes like this. I guess whichever way. We're gonna glue it on like this, and then this is gonna go on the outside. So I'll glue these 2 together first, and then we'll place it onto the so I'm just gonna put these opposite. You should have this. We're gonna open all the tabs on both sides. Make sure they're going in opposite directions. And that just makes it a lot more stable when we attach everything to it. And then we're going to glue it down like this. I'm gonna start with the back first since it's just one piece. And it's gonna be going from bottom to top. If you have the notches right here, you can actually line it up with the base for this one, and you can line it up with these 2 notches just to help guide you better. If you don't have that, that's fine. You can start with the back first. So I'm gonna do this back piece and line that up first since I have the notches at the bottom. We're gonna glue it up this way. So. Now we're gonna grab our side pieces, and that's gonna go on the sides of this. We have 2 pieces because one, the glue tabs are gonna go pretty much all over. One's gonna be facing this way, the other one will be on the outside. So I'm gonna do this one for this side. And we're gonna have these going opposite like this. And the bottom, once we glue it down like this, we are gonna glue the outer portion right on top, like this. I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. That is the entire frame. We have finally created it. Now we get to decorate and create the drawers. So I'm going to go ahead and slide these to the top just to cover the glue panels, and then we'll get started on creating our drawers. We'll decorate it last. We're just gonna fold all the glue tabs. So with this, the smaller piece is gonna go on this side. I'm gonna have this one on this side, right here, and right here. And we're just gonna put the glue tabs underneath. Okay, now we get to decorate. Now, when I did this, all I did was washi tape strips of cardstock together and then just cut around it to see if it can go behind it. So if you want to do the same, that's how I did it. And then you can either do it this way, or I'm going to do it like this so it goes straight across. This is the finished drawer. So it looks like this. This is the finished organizer. You can see all the pretty rainbows. And then I added a place for, and then I just stuck the notes on both sides of the drawers. You can see they're both working drawers. And then this one just has a little stamp pad in it. If you need help, like if your paper warps or anything, I actually placed something heavy inside the drawer because it was kind of like warped. So what I did, I just put this like that and just stuck it on my desk, and then I switched it to the other side to make sure that it stayed flat. Same thing with this too. If you wanted to fix that, just lay it down like this and put something heavy. That way it can keep the weight onto the paper so it'll change. But just a little tip. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting. Bye.